In 2012, Belfast became an age-friendly city. We signed up to the World Health Organization network of age-friendly cities and communities. What this committed the city to doing is to continually improving the city for older people, particularly for the health and well-being of our older citizens. In order to do this, we have a lot of engagement with older people, and we did a substantial baseline as well to see where we were in the city and see what we needed to improve. And a couple of the areas that came up were older people weren't doing as much physical activity as they should or could be doing, and in particular older men were not engaged in a lot of activities at all. So we'd seen good practice examples of walking football in UK and also in other parts of Northern Ireland, and thought this was something we'd like to pilot within Belfast. We put our own slant on it and called it Danderball instead of walking football, because we like to go for a wee dander. And with the help of BCSDM, we set up 2 pilot sessions in 2 of the leisure centres across the city. And we realised after a few months that it was popular, it was something that people wanted to get engaged in. The men and a few women we had involved as well too wanted more. They wanted to be able to play matches and use that competitiveness of the football spirit that they had. So we approached our Belfast City Council Sports Development Unit to help us progress this.
Belfast City Council, in partnership with the Irish Football Association, have set up a steering group in Belfast to promote walking football. We're working closely with GLL, who manage our leisure centres across the city.
GLL, as a social enterprise, has a range of community programmes, and one of them is our exercise referral programme. So we work in partnership with Belfast City Council and Belfast Health Development Unit to deliver 12-week exercise referral programmes for people with chronic health conditions such as cardiac and cancer rehabilitation as well. So through that 12-week intervention, we get people physically active through our qualified fitness instructors, who then refer them on to sustainable activities such as walking football.
There was already 14, 15 active groups across Northern Ireland playing walking football, and we just wanted to support them and help them develop in their local areas. So Back in the Game is a programme run by the IFA for over 35s. They play the running 5-a-side game, and it's quite big across the country. And then the plan is there'll be a pathway from mainstream football, the 11-a-side game, into Back in the Game, and then for the older generation into walking football. So really it's a lifelong association with the game.
Initially it was very, very hard to attract people to it. It was pretty new then, the walking football idea, and then from then, after maybe 6 or 7 weeks, the numbers started to rise. And at the minute over there, I think maybe they would get a core group of about 14 attending every week. A lot of older men anyway seem to be still interested in football, would go to a lot of football games without really having the capacity or ability to take part anymore. And I think that just gives them an avenue maybe to do that again.
Glentoran are actually the first sort of senior club that have expressed an interest in running the walking football programme.
I finished football when I was about 36 in the Irish League. Just played 5-a-sides and all this, but I hadn't played for a brief while, and then I was talking to John, and he was telling me about this walking football. So I just went down one Thursday morning, joined in, and been there ever since. Keeps you fit, keeps you ticking over.
Senior citizens, people aged over 60, have free access to our leisure centres before 11 a.m. Monday to Friday. So again, through a range of activities, they can come and use the gym, swim, group exercise classes, and get involved in social activities and physical activity programmes such as the walking football.
I'd hope to have a much longer career in the health service, and with that comes social isolation and loneliness in the house. So coming down here, I started swimming, met the guys, and then got into the walking football.
There was already 14, 15 active groups across Northern Ireland playing walking football, and we just wanted to support them and help them develop in their local areas.
And walking football has had a major impact on the men's health, both physically and socially.
A man reported to me that he had found fast improvement in his physical fitness. In terms of stamina, his coordination going up and down the stairs had become a lot better just through playing walking football once a week for an hour.
Met a few people down here who I'd never met, various places, various people, different walks of life. It's togetherness.
But that camaraderie that I had on the sporting field as I grew up, it's replicated. The walking football was the catalyst that brought us together, the catalyst that made friends. What started out as a group of strangers has become a group of friends. It's still competitive.
Football is football, and a lot of the guys wanted to play competitively, so we hosted the first national games in 2017. We've had the players from walking football groups in Dublin up to Belfast for some games, and we've also visited Dublin. Walking football is just going to continue to grow and grow as it's done in the UK mainland, and I foresee that The majority of senior clubs will have walking football. It's a great way to engage with their fans.
Well, we started in 2014 with one team and now we have 4 teams across the city and a really good partnership structure, which is great. Earlier this year we launched our second age-friendly Belfast plan. In doing that, we obviously evaluated our first plan and realised that there was a small increase in physical activity amongst older people, which is great and something that we want to build on. And there are a number of active ageing activities and events that are happening and planned for the next few years. So we hope to see that grow and grow, and walking football obviously being one of those areas where people are engaged. And I think as well as the physical side, the social and mental side, as you've heard from a lot of the participants, is so important for the health and well-being of the city. So Belfast will continue to become an age-friendly city, and we hope that Danderball will play a large role in that and continue to grow and grow.